Now let's look at the next two types of central tendency. The next one is median. The median is the exactly middle number, but you have to be careful. The numbers have to be in order first, okay? So when you're putting these in order, you have to make sure things are in order first. If you have an odd number of values, the median is that middle value. If you have an even number of values, you have to take the mean of the two middle numbers. Let me give you an example of this even. So if I have the numbers 4, 7, 9, 12, 15, and 20. Okay, I have 6 numbers here. Now, when we find the median, if we have small data sets like this, we can mark out one number for one number on the ends. So I mark out one number for one number. Notice if I mark out these two numbers, I don't have a number anymore. So I have to take the average or the mean of the two middle numbers since I do not have a single number in the center. So I would take 9 plus 12 and I would divide by 2. So that would be 21 divided by 2, which would be a 10.5. I do not round my my median. I leave it as is, whatever I get. Now, if I had an odd set of numbers, let's say I had 10, 15, 16, 17, and 24. And I marked out one for one. And notice I have a single number in the middle. This would be my median. So notice how where I mark out one for one here, I didn't have a single number in the middle. So I have to find the average of the two middle numbers. If I do have a single number in the middle, well, I just use that single number, and that's my median. Now the other one is mode. Mode is the one that occurs the most often. You can have one mode, two modes. You can have 3 or 4 modes. You can also have no mode. The thing about mode is it's the one that occurs more often than any other. For it to be 2 modes or 3 modes, those occur the exact same number of times. For example, if I have the values of 7, 22, 28, 29, and 31, these 5 numbers, I would have no mode. They all occur one time. Now, if I added the number of 28, 28 becomes my mode because it occurs more often than the others. If I also added the number of 29, I would then have a bimodal of 28 and 29. But if I were to go through here and add 28, 29, 22, 7, and 31, notice 7 occurs twice, 22 occurs twice, 28 occurs twice, 29 occurs twice, and 31 occurs twice. They all occur twice. That does not mean that all of them are modes. They all now occur the exact same number of times. So now, again, I have no mode. Just because they occur more often or they occur multiple times does not mean that I have a mode. I have to have at least one number that occurs fewer times than the other numbers. If they all occur the same amount of times, I have no mode. Okay? So let's calculate the mean, median, and mode of this set of data that is the amounts of sugar in 1 gram of popular breakfast cereals. Well, if I know I'm going to calculate the mean, median, and mode, I'm going to go ahead and put this in order. So I have a 3, a 7, I have a 13, then I have a 24, I have a 30, I have a 43, a 44, and then I have 47 and 47. And this actually allows me to see which numbers occur more often or multiple times. Because if you notice, all of them occur one time except 47. So I now know that my mode is 47. I also can go through here and look at, okay, here's 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 30 is my median. It's the middle number. So I have those two values. Now I need to calculate my mean. I add up all of these numbers together. When I add all these numbers up, X bar added up would be 258. I count up how many I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I divide by 9. And whenever I do that, 258 divided by 9, I'm going to get 28.6666 blah 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 7. And so I'll round to 28.7. You always want to keep one decimal more than what you have. So in this case, I have no decimals, so I want to keep at least one decimal. Okay?